Hey guys, Thad here with Iowa Budget RC, and we're back with the Radio Shack Hummer that we are converting to hobby grade. And I've got the front wheels back on it. I trimmed the weird sides off the ugly bumper and trimmed the back off so it clears the servo saver. And so now we are going to get ready to install this Holmes Hobby. It's a Trailmaster 550 12 turn, and these are set at 0 degrees timing, so it should be perfect for this. Be a pretty fast car, I think, and but it will still crawl at the same time. One thing I did notice is having the tie rods in a little bit different position. It's got a little bit of toe out, but that's okay too. I think it'll still go straight and it'll still work. So as far as replacing these or the motor, I'm going to have to pull the screws here and the screws here, take that whole rear section off, and then it has to be split in half in order to get the motor out. Another thing I'm going to do, I think, is I'm thinking about adding a fan to the motor just to try and keep it a little bit cool. So anyway, that's what we're up to today, and I will bring you along for the ride. Like I say, the first thing I got to do is I got to take this back bumper off and then take this whole backside assembly off. And before I do that, I'm going to clean up my bench because my bench is a total mess right now. So anyway, that's where we're at. All right, so I got the back bumper off of this thing, and it is absolutely not needed. It is not a structural part, so that is awesome. So I don't need to worry about running that rear bumper. And then, of course, I got the front one cut, so I think that looks pretty darn good. Don't have those big sides. You got a push bar on the front. This is going to be gone. I'm going to get rid of those pieces, so I think that'll work. And so now what I'm going to do is get this dang body back off of here. Stuck on one of the screw holes that still kind of has a piece of a screw in it. Sorry for the shaky camera there. But now I've got those two screws, and they go all the way through, and that holds, and then there's nuts on this side, and that holds the whole rear end assembly onto the truck. So we're gonna pull those off, and then we'll have to take the shocks off, and we'll split the case and get this motor out of here, figure out which rotation to wire the Holmes Hobby motor, and get her in there. Just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Tubbo Towels, the world's toughest cleaning wipes. So when you run your RC cars as hard as we do and run them in the rain and the dirt and the mud and whatever, they get dirty. So you get one of your friends' Tubbo Towels, and just a gentle wipe will take mud and dirt and whatever off of your car. It don't take much. I should probably pull this body clip to do this right, but it takes it all back off, makes it shine again. Bigger, tougher, stronger Tubbo Towels. Get some today. All right, got it off. So there's the two screws that I showed you on the side, and then there's one here and one here. And then from front to back, we have this metal drive shaft that has like spoon ends on it, and there's a joint on either end that those go into. So now we're going to split the case. There is, let's see, one on that side, one on this side. Looks like a couple. There might be 6 in total. So anyway, we're going to get that split, and you won't believe the gears that are inside of this thing. All right, guys. Well, there's a few more screws than I thought there was, but anyway, look at those gears. Metal bevel gears, which go directly to the nylon spur gear, and then the brass pinion gear. These do have a differential, and so anyway, I believe that it's supposed to just slide out. There might be a screw holding it in. I'm gonna have to look, but anyway, as you can see, that's a 550 motor, about the same size as this Holmes Hobbies one, so we'll make it work. All right, guys, got my motor wires extended, got everything soldered on here, got a little shrink wrap over the ends, so if something were to happen, it's not going to arc on anything. And so now what I'm going to have to do is grab a battery and the ESC and the control and everything, get all that kind of hooked up so I can break this motor in properly before I put it in there. All right, guys, got everything hooked up. I actually had to reverse the wires because my dumb butt didn't check the rotation, but everything's okay and got it, so not a big deal. So now I'm just using my throttle trim and breaking in the motor and getting those brushes to break into that commutator. Pretty torquey little motor. Everything's going good so far in the break-in procedure. Definitely got some good throttle response. Nothing's getting hot. I'm just going to let it sit here and run for a while and break them brushes in. All right, last minute or two of break-in. And I just like to kind of vary the speed a little bit. Not sure if I'm supposed to do that or not, but broken in enough car motors that I know you're supposed to do stuff like that. So anyway, all right, guys, motor's all broke in. Threw some grease in the diff case, and so now it's time to put everything all back together and get things positioned where they're supposed to be. And Grayson says and rip it, but we also have to figure out what we're going to do for body mounts, if we're going to just reuse screws and put those back in. The screws that we're holding this body on were like 3 miles long and like just ridiculously long, and of course they're kind of soft headed, so they were a pain in the butt to get out of there. So anyway, we got to figure out what we're going to do with that, but I'll bring you back after we got the rear end back together and got everything put back in place. All right, guys, Holmes Hobby motor is in there. Everything's all greased up. Man, these things got loud transmissions with those big old gears, but everything is back together. I do have an issue, but I know exactly what it is. When I steer, it's not steering as much as it should, and the problem is the servo saver skipped around in there because I forgot to put the little clip on there that holds the lock ring in place. So I'm gonna have to pull that back off and fix that, but not a big deal. She's a little loose in the front region here. I'm going to try and tighten that up. There's a screw that goes through there for the spindles, and see what I can do about that. Might just be kind of, it is what it is, but man, this thing's going to have some balls, I can tell you that. This side ain't so bad. These things weren't never really known to not wander. Look at the play I got in the steering right now because of the servo saver. You can see it moving around. So again, not a big deal, but just something that I forgot. It's my own stupidity. So yeah, other than that, everything's all together and ready for the body to go back on. And we're just going to use shorter screws to put the body back on. And it'll be ready to go. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Next time you see this thing, you'll see it out bashing and crawling around, and hopefully on some trails, because we found, my wife took me to a place today and said, hey, this would be a good place for you and Grayson to go take your trucks. So we're going to try it out. It's an old quarry in park, and there's all kinds of trails and stuff around it, and pretty little lake where the quarry used to be and everything. So anyway, have a great day. Hit that like and subscribe, and let me know if you want to see more content like this, because I'll pull up a bunch of old Radio Shack stuff if I need to. So anyway, have a great day.